Hello, my name is Arjan. I'm the founder and creator of the Greenhouse Seed Company. And next to me is one of the plants that I'm really proud about, my Cannabis Cup winning strain of 2003 called the Hawaiian Snow. Female plants originate from Hawaii, male plants that I picked up in Laos and I've been crossing for the last 4 or 5 years. Last year, the cannabis judges of the High Times Cannabis Cup voted for this plant as one of the biggest success in cannabis history. It won with a golden grand slam of 200 votes difference compared to all the other varieties. So we're really proud of this. We grow it in an 85 liter container. The day temperature is 25 degrees and night temperature is 19 degrees. The pH we give is 5.5 and the EC is 1.4. The plant grew from 23 centimeters to 53 centimeters. So that's 30 centimeters in 1 week. It's a really fast sativa grower. And that basically comes from the Laos that we inbred into the plant. We're going to follow this plant for the next 12-13 weeks. And I hope you have a really nice trip with me going through the life of this plant. See you next time. We are in week 3 now, and this week it gained another 34 centimeters. A week before it was 30 centimeters. The height of the plant now is 87 centimeters. Pretty soon we're going to put it on 12 hours so it can start flowering this beautiful sativa. What you also can see now, you get a 9-finger pattern up in the top. One of the reasons it grew 4 centimeters more this week than last week, of course, is because the root base gets bigger. We give a little bit more nutrients. We go from 1.5 to 1.6 in our EC. We raise the pH a little bit. This is what happens in the end. You can see how beautiful green it also is. Plant looks totally happy. The environment we did not change. The temperature is still around 25 in the day and about 18, 19 in the night. And pretty soon we're going to put it on 12 hours. And what we are doing here is we're growing the optimum plant for you, outside or inside. If we would do it inside, we would keep them a little bit shorter, so we would not grow them so long. But also, especially for the Spanish market and other markets all over the world, we can show you how we're going to grow big plants also. We are now in day 29, and this is the 4th, 5th day of flowering time. So the last 7 days, the last week was half 18 hours, half 12 hours. Still the plant grow 37 centimeters. That's a lot.
Amazing.
This is Franco, by the way. This is my left and right hand within the Greenhouse Seed Company. He's going to trim down the branches in the bottom of this plant. So basically, the bottom 3-4 we cut off. And here you see a lot together, so he's going to cut those off. Yeah.
One more?
One more. So,
nice and clean.
now you see what we did. So basically now, especially the air goes under to the plant. You will have less problems with animals crawling up on your plant. You can keep it nice and clean here. And also we kick out a little bit the fast growth now into the top, because the wider and the bigger the plant is, the faster it grows, and we don't want that at this moment. Also, especially with the light indoor, we want to have all the colas here grow really nice and beautiful. And in 2-3 weeks, when the plant realizes that his metabolism is changing, he's now going to 12 hours, he has to start inducing his flowering. Also, all the power of the plant will go into the top, nice into the colas.
It's an amazing plant. It's a real true winner, true champion. Very high quality smoke, very sweet, but at the same time with a sort of bittersweet background. So a very interesting taste. And the high is just amazing, just so clear and so intense. The buds that have been measured as the highest THC in a sativa ever, 23.8% of THC. Now this will get you high, believe me. It's a plant that stretches up a little bit. We have to try to contain it sometimes. But we've managed to kick out the growth at this point. The plant is full into the flowering rhythm. The fooding is now at 1.7 EC level. We try to maximize the phosphorus and calcium intake and the potassium intake. Of course, it's a sativa. The pH we keep at 5.9, slightly higher than we do for our indicas. And I leave now the word to Arjan from the Greenhouse and Steve from the High Times Cannabis Cup.
Well, here we have the Hawaiian Snow. When did it win, Steve?
Last year.
Last year, yeah. 2003 winner, Hawaiian Snow. It was the biggest winning margin in history, more than 220 votes with, I think second was the Diesel or something, what was it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think you captured the Japanese vote. There were 200 Japanese people.
Yeah.
That was your margin of victory.
Yeah. All the
You gave out free sushi. Did that have anything to do with it? Is that how you got the Japanese vote?
Yeah, that's how I got the Japanese. But this year we got Green Planet. So now I got all the vegetarian votes.
We are now in the High Times Cannabis Cup of 2004. 3 days into it already. My voice is a witness of this third day. The Hawaiian Snow is now 21 days into flowering. You can see already the flower development is pretty showing off. It's a very tall plant, very stretched out. This is due mostly to the size of the container we are allowing her. It's an 85 liter container. If you grow it in smaller container, the size will be of course much more contained. To allow the full flower development, to allow the 100% potential of this variety, we want to have one test plant grown like this at optimal condition. We keep a 5.9 pH, close to 6 at this moment. It's a sativa, so you don't want to stay too low because you need your phosphorus and your potassium to be fully taken, and that only happens when the pH is not too low. At the same time, you want to flush and you want to keep your salt buildup under control. So what you gotta do is flush every week, at least, if not more, with a 5.5 pH solution, a very low pH solution. This will help you keep under control the pH in the medium. The EC of your flushing solution should also be really low, 1.2, 1.3 max, and you should collect a sample of the water coming out of the pot like we do. By doing this, you can compare the values of the sample, pH and EC values, with the original values, 5.5 and 1.2, 1.3 of the flushing solution. You have to be able to read these values properly to maintain your salt buildup under control. This is very important, especially in sativas. Why is in sativas? Because sativas flower for a much longer period.
This is one of the personal favorites of Frank and me. Very, very beautiful plant. Look how nice now the buds are stretching all over the branches. You see here how beautiful. This is going to be all closed. Even if you look in the top, how nice this cola is performing. Very nice structure, very beautiful distance between the internodes. Look already the THC. Sticking on my fingers already.
We keep track of every detail about this plant, like all the others. We flush this plant regularly. We keep a pH of 5.8 and an EC of 1.7 at the moment, so she can take really a lot of feeding for a sativa. And she's performing great.
If you see how far we are already, how many crystals are on this plant, and look how big. This is unbelievable. This is a sativa. The Hawaiian Snow is the way to go.
There's colors that are already like 15 inches long, and it's like ridiculous. The hairs are so long, so close to each other. Calyx development, unbelievable. They shoot in all directions out of the tops. It's beautiful. Really beautiful.
This is the fastest grown sativa. If it's so mature already, it started developing brown hairs already.
It's unbelievable.
But if you look at the crystals, technically you could harvest already. We are in day 57, starting on week 9. You can see that the THC of this Lao story really came into this plant. All the colors are so nice, straight up, really funny on this plant. Look how nice.
It's beautiful.
So white, so beautiful. You see also getting a little bit on the end, the plant, the leaves are getting a little bit deficiency. You see many brown hairs coming up. This is also an 11-week plant, 2 weeks more to grow, and we are finished. It's a nice Christmas tree now, and we are just before Christmas 1 week, so after the New Year, this plant is going to be harvested by us, and we're going to show you exactly how we're going to do this.
It's an amazing plant, the Hawaiian Snow. It's really beautiful. The calyx structure goes long and long. They build up one on top of the other till you got this tower structure in the bud. It's a real tower. It's amazing. So white already. Woody and soury and sweet at the same time. It's so complex. It's fantastic. It's really connoisseur style. Technically speaking, we are at 5.8 pH and 1.7 EC. The plant already has a little bit of deficiency due to the end of flowering. It's already sucking out nitrogen from the leaves. You can really see how the flushing has been effective because this process only starts now that the hairs are ripening. And in 2 weeks this plant will be totally ripe. Not only white, but really mature. And yeah, it keeps snowing in Hawaii, as I can see.
Basically this plant is ready to be harvested. But also again here, we're going to go on for 1 week more for the finishing of some more nice crystal production. Look how this plant, if you just try to keep it up here, look how many yield that also this sativa has. And you can see it's a nice sativa. Look at this bud here.
Unbelievable.
And some people say, yeah, it smells sweet. It smells a little bit, sometimes you could say a little bit like some kind of onions, but Yeah, it has its own unique smell.
I can only add a few technical details. We're now in the flashing stage, so we get rid of all the excess feeding and salts that build up in the medium during the last few weeks. And by doing this, we are sure to get the real full flavor. No chemical flavor in there, nothing but the real thing. And I think we're doing a great job because it smells so good. I cannot stop smelling it. Wow.
We are in week 11 and we're gonna harvest it because it's ready. And come close with your camera, look at this.
Unbelievable.
This one is again a very easy one to manicure. The leaves go off very, very simple. And as we told you before, it's easy to go a little bit the big leaves off first.
And when we say no deficiencies, we mean no deficiencies. This is harvest time, 11 weeks, and this is a fan leaf. So we can say that the plant was really, really, really healthy till the end. Big leaves of this variety snap off pretty easily. That makes the process quite fast, quite easy. Also the fact that you have so much space to go with your hands in the plant makes it fairly easy.
So this is the fastest way of manicuring, by hand. See? Nice little buds. Okay, well see, this is the plant finished manicuring. We are 11 weeks, we finished the plant. And you see here the big cola in the top that we didn't manicure yet because we're going to take a beautiful picture of it. And here you see all the nice little colas. And look how the crystals came out. And how you can see here how the Dutch hash is on it. Just your fingers just stick like it's ridiculous. Dutch hash. www.greenhouseseeds.nl Hawaiian Snow, the way to go. Don't forget to buy those seeds, people. High Times Cannabis Cup win of 2003, the biggest win ever with the Greenhouse Seed Company. A fantastic plant, so many crystals, so nice to grow, a favorite of many, many people. Manicured.